Hey, it's your girl Mel. Real quick, well, I hope to be real quick, but I just wanted to share with you a simple hack that could help you declutter. Well, I would say that would help you help decluttering not feel so overwhelming. If you implement this system, then you should not feel overwhelmed with decluttering because the system is set up to help you to keep track of what you are and are not wearing actively on a regular basis. So that if you see something that you have not worn in a while, you can just take it off the hanger and either give it to somebody else who will find joy in wearing that item or donate it. Okay? I don't believe in trashing things. If I can find somebody that I can bless with that particular item, especially clothes. So I am sitting in my closet because I am going to show you my hanger system hack. I don't really have a name for it, but okay, so full transparency and disclosure, the hanger idea was not my idea. Okay, so I was on YouTube and I came across this lady's video, and she showed how to use your hangers to keep up with what you are and what you are not wearing. And so basically how it goes is whatever is the normal way that you hang your clothes. So basically, I can't remember in the video she hung them. Okay, so I think what she did was she took all her clothes, she hung them the opposite way of what she normally hangs them. Okay, so as she said that as you wear the clothes, you hang them back up the right way. So I'm going to give you a visual because I actually have some of the hangers because I utilize this hanger hack. This is my lifestyle. This is what I do. So basically, you see here, this right here is how I normally hang my clothes, with the hook part facing out. Okay, so I already went through, because I live this way, this is my lifestyle, I already did the backwards way. Okay, so what you see here is clothes that have been worn because they're hung on the hanger how I normally hang them, and then you have clothes that's hanging backwards with the hook part facing the inside of the closet. So these are clothes that would still need to be worn because they have not been worn yet. These are winter and fall clothes. So what that means is by the time I would go to put away the summer and fall clothes, I will have a visual of, okay, all these clothes right here have not been worn by my children yet. So I got to figure out what to do. Now, here's my thing, because what can I say? I'm going to tell you what my decluttering mindset is before I end this video. With this hack that I got from that lady, and I'm sorry that I can't link her content to this video because it was so many years ago. I don't even remember her name, and it might have been underneath a former YouTube channel that I had. So forgive me for that. So that's why I just wanted to give you full disclosure that this was not, this part of what I'm telling you was not my idea. Now, what I'm getting ready to tell you is how I utilize that hack within my decluttering style. So me, I do not like to house anything that's not serving a purpose. If it's just sitting there, not doing nothing, I gotta find a purpose for it, whether that be being donated or given to somebody else that I think would enjoy that item. So how my decluttering lifestyle is set up is, whenever I have clothes, let's take this shirt. Well, I'll say this first. I give myself either 1 season to 1 year to wear something that I bring in my home. Okay? That's the foundational thing for me. It's got to be worn within that season. So let's say I went to a store and I bought this shirt. Because this is actually one of the shirts that's hanging backwards. I have not worn it yet. So we're going to use this shirt as an example. So let's say I go and buy this shirt. Ooh, I like this shirt. And I bring it home. And it's fall. And then winter rolls around. Just like in real life, I have not worn this shirt for the fall or the winter. So when spring, which is at the time of this recording, it is spring 2024. So I then will decide what I'm going to do with this shirt because I have not worn it yet. How I know I have not worn it yet? Because the hangers let me know that I have not worn it yet. So foundation, I got 1 season to 1 year to wear whatever it is I bring into my home, because some items you can wear all year round. You can layer them in the winter and unlayer them in the warmer months. So now I want to address, sometimes, you come across something and you feel like you really like it, but you have not worn it. This is what I do for those special occasions, because decluttering is not some magic pill. You know what I'm saying? It's just a way to keep your life stress-free from having too many things that's not doing anything for you. So I have learned how to give myself grace in my decluttering lifestyle, because decluttering is a lifestyle for me. It's not just something that I wake up sporadically and say, oh, I got to get rid of all this stuff. No, decluttering is a lifestyle for me. I declutter on a regular and consistent basis. So the grace I give myself is, I say, okay, you still feeling like you like this thing. Give yourself 1 more year to see, meaning 1 more season that the item is supposed to be worn in to wear it. So like the shirt, take the shirt for instance. It's a long sleeve shirt. It is now spring 2024. I have not worn it either the fall or the winter of 2023. So to give you a visual of what I'm saying about the 1 year, the 1 more season grace period, meaning that when fall and winter of 2024, by God's grace, rolls back in, I will hang this back up backwards like this, because when I bring my winter and my spring clothes out, they all get hung backwards. See, I repeat the cycle. When I say this is my life, this is what I do. So it would get hung back up, backwards in the closet. And if I do not wear that, by the time spring 2025 rolls in, it's leaving, because I did not wear it the first year I brought it in. Then I gave myself a grace period. And I did not wear it during the grace period. obviously I don't like it as much as I think I like it. So, cause my thing is, if it's not serving a purpose, and that's not just clothes, it's anything in your home. If it's not serving a purpose for you and your family, it's just taking up space. And when you keep having things that are not working for you and just taking up space, I believe you don't leave room for the things that you could be bringing in your home that would actually be working for you and your family. You don't give room, you don't make room for that. So why hold on to it, if especially with clothes? And years ago, before I became a declutterer, as a person that did that on a regular basis, I just made that up. But anyway, as I became a person that declutters on a regular basis, and it became a lifestyle, I was the type of person that was like, oh, I need to hold on to this, because I always made excuses why I wanted to hold on to clothes. Almost as if like I wasn't gonna get no more or whatever. I didn't plan to go this way in this video, but I feel like I'm supposed to say this. I went a long time, because of how I grew up, with not a lot. I didn't go shopping a lot, and so I believe what happened is, when I became an adult and I started living on my own, I developed the mentality, oh, I gotta hold on to this, I gotta hold on to that, always trying to find something on the cheap, on the low. And I'm not saying there's not a time and a place to find a deal, but I feel like by me living my life like that, I never gave myself permission to buy something of quality, even if it was $150, $200. I'm older now, and I am much more mature in my thinking in regards to spending more money on things. Sometimes things is just that good, and it's worth the money, and it's gonna last longer than something cheap. See, I was a person, I'm gonna always try to find the cheapest price. I want the cheapest price. And so it's, for me, I believe the foundation of that was fear. You know what I'm saying? And I serve a big God. God did not give us a spirit of fear. So I don't have to be fearful of not being able to have the things I need. And so once I started decluttering, I started feeling more better, because I was not holding on to things that were not serving me anymore. And sometimes you may not realize this, but when you start accumulating a bunch of stuff just to feel like you have something, just to feel like, oh, I'm it, and you don't need it, you tend to stress yourself out. Life becomes overwhelming, because then you got to take care of these things that you're not even using. You got to house these things you are not even using. So if you're using everything that you have, then so be it. But if not, work on letting it go,